The next expansion for World of Warcraft was officially unveiled during Blizzard's announcement livestream, which was held this week. Dragonflight was confirmed to be the next adventure for World of Warcraft players, which sets to revolve around, yes you've guessed it, dragons. The expansion sets to feature a brand new class and race combination called Drakthir Evoker, a new flying system called Dragon Riding, a revamped talent system, and the ability to advance all reputations simultaneously. The livestream also previewed new regions in Dragon Isles. A new mechanic coming to World of Warcraft will be the ability to ride dragons in a sort of train your own dragon feature. How is this different from flying mounts? Well, the gameplay previewed a dragon barrel rolling and deep diving, which is different from current flying in the MMO. The ability to ride dragons adds special moves, a special skill tree, and the option to customize your Drake's appearance by taking on additional challenges. There was no release date announcement for the World of Warcraft Dragonflight expansion as of yet. Paradox Interactive has announced a new DLC for Crusader Kings 3 called Fate of Iberia, which is releasing on May 31st. The new DLC, Fate of Iberia, will add some new features to the strategy game Crusader Kings 3, including a new struggle system that entails historic conflict and is fully moddable as well as customizable. The DLC, dubbed as a flavor pack, also comes with new content with 2 new legacy tracks, Urbane and Coterie, new cultural traditions, events, art, music, and the opportunity to choose the path of the Fate of Iberia. Also coming to the game is a free update which will release alongside Fate of Iberia, adding a new faction type called Heads of Faith. Expect different religions, vassal contracts for clans, and a new starting bookmark to highlight the Iberian characters. Crusader Kings 3 Fate of Iberia releases on May 31st on PC for $6.99 USD. The free-to-play MMO ARPG Lost Ark received its April content update, which included introducing a new class, the Glaivier, or also known as the Lance Master, before it was officially named. The Glaivier has 2 unique skill sets that take advantage of her spear and glaive weapons. She is also one of the 5 advanced classes of the Martial Artist. Also introduced was the region of South Vern. The heroes of Arcasia will be able to follow through with the warnings and demon invasion started in the Kadan story. Fans of competitive PvP will also get a couple of new game modes. There will be the capture match, defense match, and a new team deathmatch. Capture match will also have you and your team try and obtain an Elysium shard. If you want details on all the April and May updates, be sure to check them out on Factual Life, as with all news in this video. You can also take a look at our Lost Ark Glaivier class guide, and for everything else head to our Lost Ark wiki. Nintendo, together with developer Monolith Soft, has released a new trailer for the JRPG Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which was announced to be releasing on July 29, 2022. This moves the launch a couple of months from its original September release window, which was announced during the Nintendo Direct showcase back in February. The latest trailer shows Xenoblade Chronicles 3 gameplay, including new details have been released about battles with up to 7 characters at once. That's quite the group of characters to party up with. In this entry, the game will follow main characters Noah and Mio as they travel between the turbulent nations of Kiev and Agnes. Joining Noah will be a party of 6 characters from both of these nations, which include Lance, Senna, Uni, and Tyon. Setting out together, they are on the path to uncover the truth behind the conflict, as well as reach Swordsmarch. A special edition of the game has been unveiled by Nintendo and will be exclusive to the My Nintendo store. Digimon Survive, the latest entry to the beloved Virtual Pet franchise, has confirmed its release date to be July 29th, 2022. Part visual novel, part turn-based RPG, Digimon Survive finally has a release date. The title was initially intended to launch worldwide back in 2019, but got delayed to 2022. Producer Kazumasa Habu confirms the worldwide release will be July 29th, and this will be quite a busy day for JRPG fans, as Xenoblade Chronicles will be releasing exactly on the same day. Of course, it wouldn't be a Digimon game if you couldn't collect, train, and do battle with these majestic monsters. Digimon Survive will feature about 113 Digimon to tame and train. The roster will be a mix of old and new Digimon. Digimon Survive will be split into a few distinct gameplay modes according to Habu. The game will primarily be a visual novel and will take up to 70% of the total playtime, while the turn-based combat will make up for roughly about 30% of the game. JRPG fans, which will you be picking on the July 29th, Xenoblade Chronicles or Digimon Survive? Let us know in the comments below. After 10 years, the long-running MMORPG Terra will be closing its servers for good this June. The developer Bluehole made an announcement through their publisher Gameforge that they would be discontinuing the development of the game, and after a decade will be shutting down their servers on June 30th at 4 AM ET or 1 AM PT. Gameforge has announced that they will be running permanent events for the game's last hurrah. On May 31st, new account registrations for Terra will be closed and the ability to purchase Terra Thelas will also be discontinued. Terra was first introduced to the West in 2012 as a fantasy MMORPG that provided action combat with both solo and multiplayer content. Dubbed as a true action combat system, players can aim, dodge and cast spells with 13 different classes to choose from, taking down BAMs or big ass monsters. Will you be dropping into Terra before the servers close? Let us know in the comments below your favourite Terra moments and what you'll be playing next. Action RPG Achilles Legends Untold will be entering early access on May 12th, and it got a new trailer featuring its isometric combat. Earlier this year, we caught up with developer Dark Point Games to ask a few questions about Achilles in an interview, where they shared their inspiration behind the game as well as what players will face with its unique Gaia system, which provides challenging enemies that will even synchronize attacks from groups of 2 or more enemies. Taking on the role of Achilles, players will journey throughout Greece, facing mythological enemies and experiencing the lands of Tartarus. The game is a top-down isometric action RPG. While based on Achilles, the game will have its own storylines loosely based on the classics. Players can hop into co-op gameplay if they prefer to team up with friends. Achilles Legends Untold will be going into early access on May 12th, available on Steam for $19.99 USD. Developer People Can Fly have announced the paid expansion Outriders Worldslayer will be releasing on June 30th, adding new Apocalypse tiers, packs, class trees, endgame content, and more. Outriders players will be able to access the first 15 Apocalypse tiers, however the tiers 25 to 40 will be exclusive to those who own the Worldslayer expansion. High tiers mean higher rewards, gaining higher level gear, all the way up to 75 plus gaining Apocalypse items. Items dropped in Worldslayer will also hold a chance to drop an Apocalypse item, which has a third mod slot set to enhance players' skills and give more combinations to choose from. Packs class skills are new skill trees available to players to use their special skill points that come with the new expansion. Skill trees gives further bonuses to classes, making for more options to tailor builds or even specialize in. Outriders will have post-max levels options to improve stats through the Ascension system and sets to be a long-term system according to People Can Fly. For those who are getting into Outriders for the first time, Worldslayer offers a catch-up option with a level 30 boost, which can be used as many times as players want and can even boost other classes to get to endgame levels. Outriders is currently available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Steam and Stadia. Worldslayer will be releasing on June 30th. Drop by our Outriders wiki for all the latest info. Well, that's it for the week in the wikis. Please join us again next week for yet another great week of gaming. Remember to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits. And budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks again for being part of this great community. Keep checking in with us with news, reviews, YouTube streams and vids, and general wiki goodness.